Neuro-linguistic programming is a study about how we communicate as human beings. And what it talks about is there's three types of communicators: visuals, auditories, and kinesthetics. And it says the world is broken down into a third, a third, a third. A third of us are visual, a third of us are auditory, and a third of us are kinesthetic. Kinesthetic is touch and feel. And it doesn't mean if you're one, you're not the other. It just means you lean more towards one than the other. And so for visuals, as an example, visuals talk fast and they use their hands to communicate. They use words like aim, appear, blind, blush, brilliant, show. Paint me a picture is what a visual would say. Auditories, a little bit more slower paced, a little bit more active listeners. They use words like rave, resonate, articulate, amplify. The best way to sell to an auditory is actually to talk to them. Right? These are the people that will talk to you all day long, but their emails are maybe 1 or 2 lines. Then kinesthetics, much more slower paced, much more active listeners. They really think through their answers before they give them to you. These are the ones, they use words like cut, tackle, concrete, walk me through is a very kinesthetic thing to say. The best way to sell to a kinesthetic is actually face-to-face. The second best way is over email because they can take their time and think about it. The worst way is over the phone. These are the people that will write well thought out, very detailed emails, but when almost never want to talk to you. And so how can we leverage this when it comes to sales? You can actually get certified in NLP, and if you want to, go for it. I really try to scratch the surface. One of them is with our contact strategy. This is why we need to mix up our contact strategy between emails, calls, and everything else. Because if I send 5 emails to an auditory, my chances of them responding drop. If I make 5 phone calls to a kinesthetic, my chances of them responding drop. So this is why we need to mix it up. Another way we can leverage this is actually introducing some of these words into our vocabulary. So visual, auditory, and kinesthetic words, if we can start to introduce those into our vocabulary, we can actually wake people up. So as an example, instead of increasing productivity, now we drive productivity. Drive is a very kinesthetic thing to say. Instead of reducing costs, we cut costs. Or our clients tell us that we show them, tell and show, right? Auditory and visual. If we can start to introduce these words into our vocabulary and into our messaging, we increase the chances of waking people up and getting their attention. So that's how NLP can be effective and we can use it in our day-to-day lives and selling. There's a couple of books that are in the references section here that you can take a deeper dive into this, but that'll help give you a sense of how we can leverage this moving forward. Make it happen.